Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here to listen, because today we're going to talk about a very important topic. The theme is Itima, and I'm excited to share my thoughts with you. You see, being a hero isn't just about having superpowers or a fancy suit. It's about being a good person, with a strong heart and a willingness to help others. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. You know, when I was a young man, I didn't have all the gadgets and gizmos that I have now, but I had something that was even more valuable. I had a strong sense of justice and a desire to make a difference. And that's what drove me to become the person I am today. But it wasn't always easy. I had to face many challenges and obstacles along the way, and I had to learn to overcome them. One of the most important things I learned was the importance of perseverance. You see, when you're trying to make a difference, you're going to face a lot of resistance, and there will be times when you feel like giving up. But you can't give up. You have to keep pushing forward, no matter what. Because the moment you give up is the moment you lose. Another important thing I learned was the value of teamwork. You see, when you're working towards a common goal, you can't do it alone. You need the help of others. And that's why I've been so fortunate to have such a great team behind me, from Alfred to Robin to Commissioner Gordon. They've all been instrumental in helping me achieve my goals. And then there's the importance of self-discipline. You see, when you're a hero, you have to be willing to make sacrifices. And that means putting the needs of others before your own. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. Because when you're a hero, you're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting for the greater good. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but what about when it gets tough? Well, let me tell you, it's going to get tough. There's no doubt about it. But it's how you respond to those challenges that will define you. You see, when you're a hero, you have to be willing to face your fears and overcome them. And that takes courage, it takes strength, and it takes determination. And then there's the importance of learning from your mistakes. You see, when you're trying to make a difference, you're going to make mistakes. It's inevitable. But it's how you learn from those mistakes that will determine your success. Because when you learn from your mistakes, you can use that knowledge to become a better person and to make a greater impact. I want to share a story with you about a time when I faced one of the biggest challenges of my life. It was during the early days of my career as a hero, and I was still learning the ropes. I had been tracking a lead on a notorious villain, and I finally had him right where I wanted him. But just as I was about to apprehend him, he pulled out a surprise that would change everything. He revealed that he had been working with a corrupt official, someone who had been hiding in plain sight, and who had been using their position to further their own interests. It was a shocking revelation, and it caught me off guard. But I didn't let it deter me. I kept pushing forward, using all the skills and resources at my disposal to bring them to justice. And in the end, it was a success. We were able to bring them to justice and to make the city a safer place. But it wasn't just about the victory. It was about the journey and what I learned along the way. Because when you're a hero, it's not just about winning, it's about growing and becoming a better person. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but what about when I'm not sure what to do? Well, let me tell you, it's normal to feel uncertain, and it's normal to feel scared. But the important thing is to trust yourself and to trust your instincts, because when you're a hero, you have to be willing to take risks and to trust that you're making the right decision. And then there's the importance of staying focused. You see, when you're trying to make a difference, it's easy to get distracted and to lose sight of your goals. But you can't let that happen. You have to stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize. Because when you stay focused, you can achieve anything. Now, I want to talk to you about the importance of being a role model. You see, when you're a hero, you're not just a hero to yourself, you're a hero to others, and you have a responsibility to set a good example. Because when you're a role model, you have the power to inspire others and to make a positive impact on their lives. And then there's the importance of being humble. You see, when you're a hero, it's easy to get caught up in the praise and the accolades. But you can't let that go to your head. You have to stay humble and remember that you're not just a hero. You're a person with flaws and with weaknesses. Because when you're humble, you can stay grounded and you can stay focused on what's truly important. Now, I want to share another story with you about a time when I learned the importance of humility. It was during a mission where I had to work with a team of heroes, each with their own unique skills and abilities. And I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical at first. I didn't think they had what it took to get the job done, but I was wrong. They were amazing. And they worked together seamlessly, using their skills to overcome every obstacle. And in the end, it was a huge success. We were able to complete the mission and to make a real difference. But what I learned from that experience was the importance of humility and the importance of trusting others. Because when you're a hero, you can't do it alone. You need the help of others, and you need to be willing to trust them. And then there's the importance of being patient. You see, when you're trying to make a difference, it's not always going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, and it's going to take effort. But you can't get discouraged. You have to keep pushing forward, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Because when you're patient, you can see the bigger picture, and you can make a more meaningful impact. Now, I want to talk to you about the importance of self-care. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be putting yourself in harm's way, and you're going to be pushing yourself to the limit. But you can't forget to take care of yourself. You have to make time for rest and for relaxation. Because when you take care of yourself, you can perform at your best, and you can make a greater impact. And then there's the importance of having fun. You see, when you're a hero, it's not all about seriousness and severity. You have to be able to enjoy the ride and to have fun along the way. Because when you're having fun, you can stay motivated and you can stay inspired. Now, I want to share a story with you about a time when I learned the importance of having fun. It was during a mission where I had to work with a team of heroes, and we were all so focused on the task at hand that we forgot to enjoy the ride. But then, something unexpected happened. We stumbled upon a group of people who were having a party, and they invited us to join in. And I have to admit, at first, I was hesitant. I didn't think it was the right time or the right place. But then I realized that it was exactly what we needed, a break from the seriousness and a chance to have some fun. And it was amazing. We laughed and we danced, and we forgot all about our worries. And when we got back to the mission, we were refreshed and we were rejuvenated, and we were able to complete the mission with a newfound sense of energy and a newfound sense of purpose. And then there's the importance of being grateful. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be facing a lot of challenges, and you're going to be overcoming a lot of obstacles. But you can't forget to be grateful for the opportunities and for the people who are helping you along the way. Because when you're grateful, you can stay positive and you can stay motivated. Now, I want to talk to you about the importance of being open-minded. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be facing a lot of different situations, and you're going to be meeting a lot of different people. And you have to be willing to listen and to learn from them. Because when you're open-minded, you can see things from different perspectives, and you can make more informed decisions. And then there's the importance of being honest. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be making a lot of tough decisions, and you're going to be facing a lot of challenges. But you have to be honest with yourself and honest with others. Because when you're honest, you can build trust, and you can build stronger relationships. Now, I wanted to share a story with you about a time when I learned the importance of honesty. It was during a mission where I had to work with a team of heroes, and we were all working towards a common goal. But then I discovered that one of my teammates was hiding something from me, and it was putting the entire mission at risk. And I have to admit, I was angry and I was hurt. But then I realized that I had to be honest with myself and honest with my teammate, and I had to confront them, and I had to talk to them about what was going on. And it was hard, but it was necessary. Because when you're honest, you can build trust, and you can build stronger relationships. And then there's the importance of being loyal. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be making a lot of promises, and you're going to be committing to a lot of things. And you have to be loyal to yourself and to others. Because when you're loyal, you can build trust, and you can build stronger relationships. Now, I wanted to talk to you about the importance of being generous. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be having a lot of opportunities to help others and to make a positive impact. And you have to be generous with your time and with your resources. Because when you're generous, you can make a real difference, and you can change people's lives. And then there's the importance of being kind. You see, when you're a hero, you're going to be meeting a lot of different people, and you're going to be facing a lot of different situations. And you have to be kind to yourself and to others. Because when you're kind, you can build trust, and you can build stronger relationships. Now, I want to share a story with you about a time when I learned the importance of kindness. It was during a mission where I had to work with a team of heroes, and we were all working towards a common goal. But then, I met a person who was struggling and who was in need of help. And I had to make a choice, to help them or to ignore them. And I have to admit, it wasn't an easy choice, but I chose to help them. And it was the best decision I ever made because it not only helped them, but it also helped me. It taught me the importance of kindness and the importance of being compassionate. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.